I am here with another video. This video is going to be the 10 series that I want to read in 2016. Now this probably is not going to happen because that's a lot of books. I have a list and I don't even know which one to start with, and so I figured I would make this video and then you guys could tell me which series I should start reading first. So let's get started. The first series I want to read is a trilogy, and it's called the Souls Trilogy, and that is a discovery of witches, a shadow of night, and the Book of Life, all by Deborah Harkness. And this book follows a witch named Diana as she tries to figure out a mystery, and she ends up falling in love with a vampire. And my sister Alita recommended this to me, and that is why that is the first series that I want to read. The second series that I want to read in 2016 is the Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. That is Legend, Prodigy, and Champion. I have a couple students reading this series right now, and I know I've heard a lot of wonderful things on BookTube about it, so I decided I would like to pick it up. The next series I would like to read is Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. I have talked about Scott Westerfeld before in a video when I said I wanted to read Afterworlds, and I ended up getting this first book at a Scholastic book sale, and now I have the other ones as well. So it is Leviathan, Behemoth, and Goliath, and these are heavy. These are heavy books. They're going to be hard to bring around, so I guess I have to just read them fast. The next series I want to read is the Shatter Me series by Tahera Mafi, and that is Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, and Unite Me, which is the novella, I believe the two novellas, Destroy Me and Fracture Me. I really wanted to read this a while ago when I saw the covers because, I mean, hello, look at this cover. And this one, like the ice, look at the details on that. Oh, it's so pretty. This one I think is my favorite. The fire, and it's like, it has like flowers. I'm just gonna look at this. It's so pretty. Moving on, the next series I want to read is the Grisha Trilogy, which is Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising. I've heard a lot of wonderful things. These are by Lee Bardugo about these books on BookTube, and I've heard good things and bad things actually, which makes me want to read it even more because some people like it, some people don't, which I think is that way for everything except for the Harry Potter series because let's be real, people, Harry Potter. The next series I want to read, and I'm sure all of you are going to be like, Heidi, why haven't you read this yet, is the Mortal Instruments series. I've had it for probably a year or two. In this, I got like one of those boxes that have the books in it. It was before the last book was even released, and I've had it and just haven't read it. So Mortal Instruments series includes the City of Bones, the City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and then the last one that doesn't match any of those covers, which kind of bugs me, but whatever, is the City of Heavenly Fire. And I would have totally gotten this whole box series, but that's a lot of money, and I already had the book, so I just got to deal with it. I could have bought other books too with the money that I would have spent on that box set. So that's what I decided. Buy more books and not the same books. Moving right along with that same world, the next series, which I believe is a spin-off series or a prequel, is the Infernal Devices series, which is Clockwork Angel. Let's see if I can hold all these up. Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess, those three. Again, I've been told wonderful things about them. I actually just purchased Lady Midnight, which I'll put over here, for pre-order, and that is coming soon, but I can't read that until I read Mortal Instruments and this and the Shadowhunters Codex and the novellas of the Shadowhunters. So I have a lot of Shadowhunter things to read, and I even watched the first 2 episodes of the Shadowhunters TV series on Freeform, which, by the way, let's talk about that for 2.4 seconds. ABC Family will always be ABC Family to me. This whole Freeform thing, I don't get it. I don't get it. But the 2 episodes that I watched of Shadowhunters were really interesting, and so now it just makes me want to pick this series up and the Mortal Instruments series up even more. Moving on to series number 8 that I want to read is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and that is Cinder, Scarlet, Cress. Oh, I don't know why I keep doing that. Winter. And also we have Fairest, which is Levana's story, kind of a novella. I read Cinder when it first came out pretty much, and I absolutely loved it. And then all of a sudden other books kept coming out in the series, and I bought them, I just did not read them. And so now I feel like I have to go back and read Cinder again. I loved the character Aiko, who is Cinder's android friend, like BFF. I just remember loving her so much. So I'm actually excited to reread Cinder because I think it'll be nice to get back into that world and then obviously continue on with the other books. The 9th series I want to read is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and that's The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and then we also have the 4th and final book in the series coming out this year, which is The Raven King. And I figure I've got to jump on this bandwagon right now because everyone's raving. See what I did there? Raven King. Oh, no, Raven Boys. I messed that up. Oh well. Anyway, people are just raving about this series, and that is another reason why I would like to pick it up. And we're finally on the 10th series I want to read, and that is the Unwind Dystology by Neil Shusterman. And this has Unwind, Unholy, Unsold. There's a lot of books. Undivided. And lastly, again, another book cover mismatch, Unbound. And this series follows a society that's after the Second Civil War. And in that Civil War, it was all about the rights to abortion. And it ended up being kind of a tie. And so what they said was, you cannot abort a child. You have to keep them and raise them until they're 13 years old. But after they're 13, you can have them unwound, which is where basically they take all your body parts and all your organs and they kind of unwind you, and then they give them to people who need them, like donors, so that your life isn't necessarily ending. It's just continuing in a different form is what they say. I thought that was the creepiest premise. So of course I want to read it, but I ended up, because I read this one, I read Unwound, but it follows 3 kids who are going to be unwound and they're trying to get away from being unwound. So it's not as creepy and dark as you think it is, but it was very interesting. And of course I, again, have all the other books in the series, but I have not read them yet. So maybe it's time to remedy that. Anyway, those are the 10 series that I would like to read in 2016. Again, probably not going to happen, but I also don't know which one to pick up first. So if you could please tell me which one to read first in the comments, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in another video. I hope you have a great day. Bye!